And we are live from the anthill. Coach Chris here, talking us through the match. I'll be in and out, and Coach Clark will be joining us momentarily to take over some of the streaming as well. He'll be carrying out a little bit, and then I'll do the same. So we're bouncing back in here with USC Sumter and getting ready to go into our next match. And we are going to play Eagles Call of Duty. Coach Clark knows kind of the breakdown and everything coming up. So we will make sure that we have you up to speed with what's happening map-wise and all that. But USC Sumter, both our open and invitational team, go 3-0 victories in the NJ. And now we're headed into CCL for our last round, round 11, against Eagles CoD. And we got a little payback for them, hopefully, that's going to happen tonight. We played them in our qualifier and actually lost to them in a very close 3-2 match going to Game 5. So hopefully we don't have that tonight and we go straight up 3-0 and, give them a give and go and make it out of here. That is the goal for sure. So, yeah, looks like Eagles is going to be Cortex, so they're going to be on the right side here. And Coach Clark's joining us.
Yep, sorry. Oh, there we go. Got it sorted.
Yep, and it looks like everything is good to go here on our end. We're just going to be launching whenever they get started.
Yep.
Is that what that means?
Yep.
So we're going to make sure
There we go.
we've got everything all set up for our stream and just waiting for the countdown to head into the first hard point.
Yep, here on Hotel.
Absolutely. What's the map breakdown for tonight?
So the map pool's gonna be looking like, let's see. We have Hotel, then we have a Silo Control, Hydro for map 4, Hardpoint, and then Hotel for the second S&D should it go that far. So we have a Silo and Hotel for S&D, and then Hotel Hydro for Hardpoint. Hardpoint, and then a Sealer for Control.
Okay.
A Sealer
So
Control.
4 and 5 is only as needed.
Yep. Looks like we're going to go ahead and hop right into this.
And Coach Clark's going to take you through this hard point.
Yep.
And I will be in and out of the stream tonight. But definitely back in and ready to man the controls at 8 o'clock for sure, as another event on campus is wrapping up that I'm keeping tabs on. But USC Sumter has a good chance to take this hard point. See what happens.
Yep. All right, and we're going to hop right in here. 10 seconds to go. And USC starting off on P2 side. I think so. Looks like they're going to go for kind of a traditional 2-2 push here, going through red. Gets stun checked by Will, but jumps, gets a kill. Whoop! Killing Genesis with a stun grenade for first blood. But it looks like Eagles are going through, and they're holding down P1, but USC just looking really to hold this P2 side. That's the main goal here. Majapart holding down this P1, but USC kind of giving up P2 control, but we have Whoop here in the back. It looks like he's going to try to contest this person in reception. Gets the kill there. Looks like they have KTL holding down White, gift shop, whatever call out you want there. But it looks like KTL getting the kills. Looks like Eagles are going to get this spawn out for P2, having a 7-23 point lead going into this P2. And it looks like Genesis is going to go ahead and hug this Shandy side. Doesn't see the guy laying down because he's ADSing, but we have Reno getting naded out. We have USC spawning in spa side, so they're still spawning close, which is crucial here for this P2. Gets this person steps, but they know that they're on the shanty side. Doesn't actually know he's on shanty side, but gets the 1 kill. Probably going to look to start pushing out here, but we have Will contesting at old P2, but Whoops there waiting for him, ready. USC already gonna go ahead and start pushing for this kitchen side spawn. Whoops getting the cleanup scrap on P2 here, but it looks like USC already ready for this new push on to P3. But Eagles with a really clean break, just kind of all hitting at the same time. Let's see if Ghostly trying to hold the spawn cutoffs, but Reno getting the kills. USC trying to get ready to make the execute back onto P3 here. Reno knows the guy's back here, but he hears him coming, so he gets the kill. Genesis hearing Cat, he heard the guy, but he was stunned. Jumps kind of gonna go wait for his teammate. Now they're chowing again. And Eagles just ready for the pushes. USC kind of just trickling there, doing 2-man hits at the same time. But Reno knows the guy's here, pushing through dub arches. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, he gets the second guy at reception. Very nicely done. Getting ready to hit for this P4. They know he's already here. Gets the kill. Looking for Spa. And they are set up. Reno's playing this reception side. USC getting the spawns. Whoop. Playing for this top bedroom to make sure that he can cut off the reinforcements here. Reno trying to hold down reception. Unfortunately, can't do it. Getting double pushed. But again, they have this set up with the person playing over in front. But he's going to give that up to come help on point. And they clear out reception, take that back. USC doing a really good job here holding this down. Looks like Whoop's probably going to try to go ahead and start pushing out for New. Jumps, playing scrap, getting the kills that he needs to get whenever he's playing the scrap time. Looks like Eagles are going to start spawning behind. So hopefully that means that USC is going to start spawning and getting ready when they spawn up to go towards P5. Alright, and so USC go ahead trying to hold this mid-control. Looks like Reno's getting ready to go ahead and start pushing up red. And get ready to hit point. Gets the first kill. Knows the second guy's over there towards Freezer. Gets ready for the second guy. Reno going absolutely huge here. See if we can get Whoop to get his trade back. Try to get that person down. Unfortunately can't. But Jump's kind of trying to get back in there. USC just, again, trying to run back to the point at the same time as Eagles. Reno, again, trying to lay down, get the scrap. Nobody on time right now. But it looks like Jumps is going to be the one to be able to get there after getting the kill onto Ghostly. They know that he's in cat room. Jumps snaking here in this mid-heady. Probably going to get naded out here. Does actually avoid the nade. Very well done. Reno go ahead and holding this down while everybody else tries to push through the kitchen to go ahead and get that rotate for New. Looks like we have Jumps go ahead. He does get picked off by the person already sitting up top. So does Genesis. They're just kind of getting held on this new point. Eagles having a really solid setup here, just holding that back, holding it down. USC probably just going to wait here for everybody to spawn up. See if Reno hears this guy. Unfortunately does not. Again, USC just, they need to really kind of wait for their people to get up, but Whoop does get the chow out, but he does get, unfortunately, traded by the person in mid. Jumps also getting killed. Reno here with the cruise does get the one, letting Genesis go ahead and get on point, get into this contest spot here at this hop-up. Does see him, unfortunately can't get the kill, but USC right there, ready to get the point back again. And so after this, we're going to go back to P1 in the middle of the map. So USC trying to do what they can to hold down this scrap time, but unfortunately they can't. Eagles just ready there for the trades. Genesis go ahead and contested P1. Does get the guy off point, but USC finally getting on with Whoop. He's hopping onto point. They're holding down this mid arches, and uh, uh, Genesis does unfortunately get killed there. Jumps gets killed. Reno going to get the point, trying to get to the contest spot, but unfortunately cannot get there in time. Whoop. Trying to get the person behind desk, does get it. It is wall bangable for those that did not know that. So Jumps kind of just snaking this around. USC does finally come out on top. No, I lied. They did not come out on top. Eagles there with a collapse on the point, able to get this scrap and set up for new. USC unfortunately spawning out there. Looks like USC is going to try to go into this. It is a very close match. 13-point game here. USC does get the opening picks. They do know where everybody is except for the person in spawn and back. And Eagles again, they just have that spawn set up ready, so they're going to be spawning close. Reno does get the one, does get the two. Let's see what he can do here as Jumps kind of collapses from Chandy's side. He does know he's there. Fortunately, can't get the kill, but Genesis is there to get the trade. Jumps, those two are there. They hear the guy at steps. They're just waiting for him to push. Genesis does get the one trade, does get the two trades. Very huge kills there. Looks like Reno's already kind of pushing out for new here, playing all the way in the back black walls. Again, see if you get KTL. Huge kill there. I know it's just kind of like a 1v1 off in like no man's land, but that was absolutely huge for these new spawns. But it looks like Eagles are going to send Will here to try to flush out Reno. Unfortunately, does get picked there. But USC, the other three members are already here, ready to back him up. Unfortunately, they are ready. Eagles is ready for him. Jumps, trying to get some touches on people on point. Genesis going huge on the two people outside. Knows the last guy's in back. Gets the one kill, and like that, USC finally getting onto the point. Going to try to see if they can hold down these last 20 seconds. But unfortunately, they do get picked from the people collapsing side door and freezer. So Eagles probably going to hold that scrap time. USC going to go ahead, rotate for new, try to get to this P4. They did a really good job holding this point down last time. See if they can do it again. Whoop, going ahead and picking up this spot in reception. Does get naded out, but Genesis there, ready for the person in the spot, but does get killed by the person coming from P4. Bedroom side. But USC is spawning back here, so they do have spawns, but unfortunately, it looks like the Eagles may have a little bit of a setup from bedroom, trying to contest on the point, but USC is down. They do have the trophy systems down. Ooh, trying to get the person top. Very well done. But Eagles, they were able to pinch around and get that collapse on the point. And like that, but Genesis going huge. He's turned on the gears. He's ready to go. He's fully awake. Looks like Jumps is going to be able to get this contest time. Hopefully this scrap. KTL just going ahead, swinging out. Does get stunned there. Not too much he can do there. But looks like Eagles is ready for this P5 setup. We'll see. Jumps going to be the first man to contest. Does know the person sitting there. Doesn't expect the second person in time. Genesis running on the point. And again, not too much time there. And with that, Eagles is going to take map 1. Really close in the beginning. I think it just came down to Eagles started chaining those hills towards the end. Just started getting USC a little bit out of their rhythm on those rotations, especially in that P4, P5. And that's all it takes in this game is you just start to get out of sync, and it could just start to run you up points. And Eagles does that towards the end there to take map 1. Unfortunately, I believe it was 250 to 86, 96, one of those. but we will be going into map 2 here, as we said before the map started. That's going to be, map 2 is going to be a CCL. Eagles is going to host that again. So USC is going to get side pick there. We'll be interested to see if they just decide to go off on. We'll probably end up picking Cortac. That's usually the side that you want on S&Ds. Is you usually want, traditionally, you want those defenses. Let the other team kind of come to you. May have to make the plays, have to get the plants down, and just kind of sit back and just let them come to you. So we'll see. I think Eagles are going to go ahead and start setting up this second map. Probably going to send the code. See if we can't join off of one of our players here. Let's go ahead so we can be ready for whenever they get the code to join. But again, USC, again, keeping it very close with Eagles there. Again, it was just small things towards the end, out rotations, and Eagles just doing a really good job pitching point every time. They were always hitting from two entries. So it does look like Eagles sent the code. So we're going to go ahead and get that over to our players so they can use it to join up on this map too, so we can keep this game rolling. USC just really kind of need to shake it off there. Again, it wasn't anything catastrophic, so they just gotta shake it off, go into this S&D, which USC has traditionally been very good about playing their S&Ds. This S&D is always one of our good bounce back game modes. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and hop into this. Make sure we switch over to CoD caster because we're not playing in this game, and make sure the teams are on the right side. Go ahead and swap teams USC because we are on defense. And go ahead and hop into this map 2. We're going to see how USC decides to set up this opening defense here. Or actually, we'll be more interested to see how Eagles decides to open up their attack round. It can be really telling in how a team likes to play their S&Ds. Are they a team that likes to get aggressive and go for those early plants, or are they a team that kind of, wants to feel the other team out, see if the other team aggroes into them? So we will see when we hop in here, but hopefully everybody's having a good Monday night here in the stream. Coming to just hang out and pass the time. But again, this is going to be our final regular season match for CCL against the Eagles CoD team in Division 2. And so again, for those just tuning in or didn't hear us in the beginning match or from the earlier match today, USC has had a run-in with Eagles before in the CCL this year. During qualifiers 2, we did run into them and play them in the qualifiers 2, and USC unfortunately did lose that map. It was a 5-round map, so again, took them all the way. Again, it was just really small things that we worked on over the season and are trying to show back to the Eagles that, we are not the team that we were in that qualifier. So going into map 2 here, looking to show that to them. So go ahead and let the other team know we're ready. All right, and so with that, we're going to go ahead and hop in here to a CeeLo map 2 S&D. All right, and so we're going to go ahead and hop over to the other side towards USC on this defensive side. Kind of look to see how USC does this opening round. Looks like everybody. Sorry for the quick camera switches. I was just checking to see deadies and trophies. Looks like Eagles are probably going to actually go for a quick B take here. Whoop unfortunately does get killed, but jumps here, kind of slow burning this flank. But I think Ghostly may be ready for him. Yep, with the sniper. I think USC just kind of got a little thrown off by the round 1 B take. Just doing a really good job just doing that fast. Reno here in a 1v3 situation with this TAC 56. We'll see what he can do with it. Doesn't quite have Daddy yet, so he's going to be a little loud. It is round 1. So, does get trade 1. Does know the second guy's there. Unfortunately, gets traded out there at the end. Really nice try there from Reno. I'm not too sure if he would have had the time to be able to, actually get sniped from the person sitting over there on top truck from Ghostly. Ghostly with 3 that round with that sniper. Kind of just ready for USC on those rotates. But we're going to hop into USC's attack here. And we'll see if they decide to go back to B like Eagles did to them, or if they're going to go for A, which is the usual traditional push here on. Looks like it is going to be A take. Jumps, taking the bomb. Looks like Genesis. Okay, laying down in front of door, is ready for it. Jumps. Does get the tag with the nade, but KTL gets nades out. Genesis, and again, CoD, or Eagles CoD, just collapses on USC. They kind of just were there a little too long and allowed Eagles to kind of fully collapse on them from all around. Really good stuff there from the Eagles, but again, USC just kind of stalled a little bit too long outside that door. But it's all good. They just got to bounce back and regain here going into this round 3, going back onto the defense. And we'll see if they... Does look like Eagles are actually going to switch it up and go towards A this time instead of the B from last time. Genesis and Jumps are going to be the ones on point. They're going to be holding this down as is usual. Reno with the big pick on bottom their side. Does get the tags. Gets a little kill through the wall from Genesis. Very nicely done. But Will right there to pick up the bomb in case he wants to, move out. But we have Whoop up top with his daddy, so they don't really know that he's probably up here. Does hear the guy downstairs. We'll see if he's ready for him to come up those steps. Is pre-aiming it. Oh, but the timing. Oh, no. Last second. Leaves Reno again in a clutch situation. But he has Deddy to work with this time. So he is going to try to make that move. He's going to check up top their side, make sure nobody's playing up here. That should give him the information that they're going to probably be going towards B. He does know it. Sees the guy out there on truck. Puts it down into a 1v1 situation. Very manageable for Reno to do here. Plus the whole clock to work with. So he's still got his refresh on his Deddy, so he's going to move silently. Knows the guy's probably closer to point, depending on where he planted. Does see him at truck. Huge for him there. Will does actually push all the way out. Interesting play here from Will. Reno with a huge kill, clutches the 1v2 situation, has enough time to get down on that bomb, and does get the round win for USC Sumter. Huge momentum change there for USC Sumter after those first 2 rounds. So USC probably really hype right now. Let's hope they can carry that into this attacking round for round 4. All right. We'll see if USC decides to go to B this time, or if they try to do that A push again. Again, it looks like they're going to go A again. Let's see if they are able to get that plant down or onto site faster. Because last time again they just went a little bit too long outside of it. Actually, USC playing a little bit further back, kind of ready for the aggression, but Eagles, oh, jumps with a huge kill through the door. He knew that guy laid down from last time. He was ready for it this time. But see if Jumps can get the kill in on the guy. Kegs doesn't, but Genesis is going to try to get the trade. Unfortunately can't. Knows where the guy is. Gets bomb up in case they want to move it back out towards B. CoD, Eagles kind of just going towards that B check. USC again slowing it down. They know those first 3 rounds. Or the first 2 rounds, I should say. They were a little too aggressive, and I think the Eagles were punishing them for that. But going into this round, or this round here, see if he recognizes the guy is towards Kegs. Whoop with a big kill. Doesn't know the guy's Kegs. Oh, does get the information now. Reno should have the final kill. Really nicely done there from USC. Again, playing it slow, letting the other team kind of put themselves in bad situations by having to check, and just waiting for them to have to check to see if bomb's down. Really well done. Nice information from the whole team from Genesis to let Reno know that the guy's Kegs to get that clean 2-piece for the end there. We're going to go ahead and have it tied up going into round 5 here. Again, USC looking to carry this momentum through the rest of the map. And again, Reno going out here towards tower side. Looks like Whoop is going to get the information that they are going towards B this time. Does get the nade, huge nade. Unfortunately, does get sniped by Ghostly and White. Jumps, playing towards secret, just kind of laying down, waiting to see if the other team is going to cross over towards bomb. Does know he's there because he closed the door. Does get the kill, tries to get back inside. Huge plays there by Jumps to get the 1 pick and get back out. Huge plays there. Puts it down into a 3v2. Starting to play for this Majin that he knows is here because he did start to shoot towards him at the end. But see if Ghostly does get the snipe on him there, pushing up plat. But Reno playing deep here, playing back rocks, actually outflanks Ghostly trying to flank here. So knows the bomb's there, gets the bomb. Genesis gives the information to Genesis to be able to come up from the flank, get the kill. USC playing a really good S&D here now after this first 2 rounds, giving the information to each other, playing it slow, and just let CoD Eagles come to them. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move into this attack round here. This is honestly going to be a really huge round for Eagles to win, because this is one of those momentum things. If you can kind of keep it tied, then you kind of keep that mental up. But if you start to go down, then it's kind of one of those things that starts getting in your head. But USC going ahead and hitting this B side. Looks like Reno here with the cruise does get the information to his team that nobody's on B. It's a free plant. Allows them to go ahead and set up. Gives the information to Genesis to get the kills on their side top. Unfortunately, Ghostly does have his own cruise to trade back there. And Genesis does get killed trying to get back into secret. But Jumps with the TAC 56 going ahead and playing up here towards Hill. Has the bomb down planted so he can play that. See if he gets killed here. Unfortunately does get picked here from Ghostly. Hitting the deeper flank on him. Unfortunately, Reno in that 1v1 situation versus Ghostly. Had to start to move up. Kind of couldn't give himself in the best position. Ghostly kind of knew where he was and was ready and waiting for him for that round. So it's going to send us back into a 3-3 tied game here. But it's nothing to be discouraged about. USC again, they're going into defense here, so they just kind of got to bring it back here. You just have to bring it back. Oh, and we are, for some reason, on the other team. Not sure what that was all about. But, again, actually jumps with the TAC 56. Deciding to play a little bit slower here, looks like, on this S&P. Does know that they gets a pick, actually opening pick here, huge for him. And then USC with a really fast 3-piece, leaving KTL up top. Let's see if Reno knows. Reno does get the information to his teams. USC not having to like push him or anything, but because Reno's going to get the kill on him trying to get out. So again, really cleaned around there from USC. Gets the 4 up, 4 down, and is able to cleanly take that defense. So again, if we just keep on trading back these attack defenses, then USC is actually going to be sitting in a pretty spot here, because they'll be able to get to 6 first. If they win this round here, that's going to be huge for them, because that'll put them on match point. Again, it's first to 6, so that would just kind of give them, at that point, it would be Eagles' game to lose. So again, USC going for this B push again, having Reno set up top, but it looks like Eagles is actually quickly pushing out and clearing through A, and looking for a fast flank here. Sorry there, meant to press 5. Reno does know that they're coming from the flank, so gets the information down there. So leaves it into a Majapart 1v2. They do know where he is, and is able to tag him up, gets the clean information. Very nicely done, again, from USC. They knew the flank was coming in because the Eagles clearly cleared A super fast, so they knew they were coming from the flank, and they didn't have to plan it yet. They just had to wait. Again, they just had to wait for Eagles to kind of run into them. Even though they're on attack, sometimes that's just how these S&Ds go, is the defense may get a little too aggro into you, and you just got to wait for them. So it's a little bit of a role swap there on attack and defense. So, but moving into match point here for USC, looks like Eagles is going to take it back towards A. Let's see if, again, jump stick with the TAC 56, looking to get those wall bangs down. Just kind of want to, one thing about wall banging is you always want to make sure you kind of conserve your ammo, because you do only get that limited amount of ammo. If you start wall banging too much, it can kind of put you in a bad situation towards the end of the round. But again, does get the information, but they were just closing that door. Does get the cross, so Will does know, they do know where he is, so jumps is quickly trying to reposition here. Does get the tag. Again, sorry. Whoop does get the flank, gets the one, but it gets quickly traded out by Will. Bomb's still down over here towards A, but it looks like KTL is going to try to go for the flank here now. And with that, Deddy popped. You see here, Genesis in a 1v3 situation. Knows the guys in the back, and they know where he is. So he knows that he's on the other side of the wall there. He heard him pushing towards white. He's just got to clear out these 3 people in order to be able to plant bomb. He does unfortunately see where he is. Probably going to relay that information to his team so they can get set up and ready for him. And they are waiting for him, trying to get back to bomb. So a little unfortunate there, but again, nothing to be too upset about. USC staying here on match point going into this attacking round. So we're going to go ahead and hop into this and see the big question here, A or B site. Are they going to stick with the B site that's been kind of working out well for them, or are they going to switch it up and keep Eagles guessing? Looks like they are going to go towards this A site again. Eagles, again, pushing fast towards A. So already kind of pushed up there. And they do have Ghostly already pushed up top. Does get the pick up top, but Genesis gets the trade down low. So we do have, with that said, Reno up top now. Ghostly's kind of just running around in the back of spawn, seeing if you can try to get more picks. Anybody's playing down in here. Bar does see him, does get the one, does know another person's down there. Reno leaves from up top. Genesis going huge on stairs, and Reno probably going to see this guy in bar. They know where he is. Yep. And they get the kill. Very well done. A little scary there with the team nade coming in, but Genesis knowing the timing on that nade, he's not afraid. He's just going to run at him. He said, I'm going to get the kill before that nade's going to even be close to going off. And that's all that matters. Get that kill, you don't have to worry about it. So again, USC doing a really clean 6-4 there for map 2. Again, bringing that back. And so that's going to take us into USC going into map 3 versus Eagles CoD 1-1 is the score. It's going to go, we're going to keep the map. We're going to just switch up the game mode. So we're going to keep that one and go to control. And it does seem as though Eagles CoD will get the side pick. So attacker defense, again, traditionally speaking, control is a defense favored map. Because it's all about the attackers having to make their way to the points to capture those points. So again, for those that may be new to COD, for Control, it is a relatively new game mode. It has 2 points on the map, 2 areas, capture points that you have to stay within. The more players on point, the faster they go. And the first to get, each point has 3 ticks on it, so the first to get those 3 ticks on both sites, if you're attacking, wins. Defenders obviously want to keep the other team off the site. And so defenders either want to kill all the other team. Each team has 30 lives and a minute and a half to work with. So if they can keep the other team off of the point, then they will win the round. Or if either team can win also by just eliminating all the lives for the other team. So again, it's a little bit more defensive favored, but the thing about Modern Warfare 2 versus other CODs is, especially for maps like Asilo, is that if you spawn, or if you're on point and you're on defense and you die, and the other team's on point, you will be spawning further away. So that is kind of one of the reasons why Control does get a little bit more scrappy and more, I won't say more attacker favored, but less defensive favored than CODs in the past. So we'll be looking to see, honestly, who can stack the best here, who can get the most players onto the point and keep them on the point on the attacking sides, and that's what that's going to come down to. So we're just sending out the lobby codes to the other team so they can go ahead and join up. We'll go ahead and swap over to Codcaster because again, we're not playing. They don't want to see us play. I don't want to see me play. But we're just gonna wait on them and then we'll be hopping into this round 3. So got some people in chat. Symptomic. Again, if I mispronounce your name, I apologize. I'm not very good at reading names. But Symptomic. Let's go USC. Yes, we love to see the support. And jumps. Yeah, he did. He's again. I think everybody kind of for USC started off a little rough on both the hard point and the S&D. The S&D was a little rough to begin with, going down 0-2, but bringing it back to a 6-4. So I think they just kind of, once they started slowing down, they really kind of brought it back to them. So we're gonna wait here. Looks like Ghostly is in the map. Probably just gonna go ahead and have him invite his teammates. But again, recap while we wait is Looks like they are joining. So slowly but surely they are joining in, and we're going to be able to go into this control. Again, recap for those that may be just tuning in. USC wins map 2 for the S&D, but they did unfortunately lose the hard point. Again, both maps really close. Again, 250 to 186, 196, and then 6-4 for the S&D. So this is gonna be a scrappy game all the way through. And so all right, and I'm back here, joined with Coach Chris, able to
Hello, hello.
join us back after helping with that comedy club event that we had going on tonight. So
Yeah, back here in action. I walked in the room to see the COD team. Uh, right as I walked in, they won 6-4. So, um, good win for the search and destroy, and gonna be heading into this control, and hopefully we can take a respawn.
for sure. And again, USC is going to be on spec, looks like, so they will be having this attack round for round 1. Not honestly, again, even though control is attacker defensive favored, uh, it's not the end of the world. USC, or as long as you get those attackers onto the point and just stacked up on point, that's what really could just start to throw those maps your way if you're on that attacking side.
For
Again,
sure.
keeping those spawns far and just stacking the point. So
Yep, 100%. So hopefully we can see a stack up. Hopefully we don't, lose high ground on A if we have to hold it. And we don't want to see one of those team wipe opportunities where team wipe just stack up. I'm sure we'll see a little bit of that, but hopefully it's more from our side doing it to them.
yep, for sure. Honestly, for that defense, it's going to come down to that tower control and AC. For
Yep.
those are the two key points to be kind of keeping an eye out on. Traditionally, if you have control of either one of those, then the round is probably, or that point for tower, it's going to be the A side, and for AC, it's going to be on that B side. Same general areas as S&D. So um, for B for control, it's going to be towards those trucks out there, and then A is kind of going to be that little courtyard area right next to the bomb site to the left if you're coming from the attacking side. So, but again, we're just going to be looking to see who has control of both tower and AC. Maybe even a little bit of a push up to kind of hold the spawns on defense, but we probably won't be looking for those until later in the map. Or later in the round, I should say, not map. And so, looks like we do have everybody in. Um, and everybody's on the correct side. So, if I had to assume, looks like we're probably going to be hopping into this map number 3 of CCL. And there we go. I hear the tick down now, so we're going to go ahead and hop into this. Again, 1-1. The winner of this map will take back the lead of the series. So, really huge map for both teams here, not just USC. And so, and I'm seeing red in the distance, but I think I see Majin Bart over there. So, if I had to assume, yes, I will go ahead and give a disclaimer. The team names are incorrect. Genesis, Whoop, and Reno and Jumps obviously on USC's team, whereas USC Sumter. Okay, Will with the huge opening kills here towards A side, looking to try to go ahead and get this push and keep them trapped towards white. Honestly, really clean here by really nice setup here by Eagles. We're gonna see what USC can do to break out this. Again, they just kind of need to go one at a time to try to clear this out. Trying to move a little too fast.
Yeah, so I guess we didn't see the team swap there, so the names are wrong. We apologize. So Eagles are taking it to USC Sumter right at the moment. The Eagles that you see on screen are USC Sumter. So, and attacking here, we've
yeah, they did get on a B point to get that time stop, so that's huge there. But kind of ticking back down. We do have the one person flanking up Fields. We'll see what happens there. Nope, does get that trade out. Looks like USC kind of has a nice little stack here on B, but not too many people on point, so it is going to give Eagles time to come back and reinforce onto this point here. But now that is 3 on, it's going to go way faster now, and now USC is going to try to make their way over to A. Unfortunately, spawns being what they are, because we were on B, Eagles is going to spawn towards A. But USC,
kill if Todd can stay down here.
Yeah.
Or Genesis, sorry, stays down here. He might not be able to get picked from top, and you see Sumter's going to be able to stack this up.
Yeah, no. If Eagles doesn't touch here, they're just gonna. Yeah, that's round.
Yeah, the tower didn't challenge, and probably I think eventually was killed. And USC Sumter started off a little slow. They were able to take it.
Yeah, I guess they didn't realize how fast the ticks were going, and then they just they didn't know how fast the ticks were going and just didn't get on the point. But yeah, no, it goes from USC being down about 8 lives and 15 seconds left on clock to a quick 2 cap. So we'll see about USC holding here on this defense, trying to hold both these points down.
Yeah, again, the names are wrong, so I saw Eagles win the first round, and USC Sumter is actually the host swap, or the name swap. So taking a 1-0 lead here at the moment.
Okay. And Eagles does have the early aggro on towards B. Again, going to cause USC Sumter to start to spawn out deep.
Yeah, this is
that's going to be that's a full stack.
Yeah, that's going to be the same thing that basically USC Sumter did to them, or sorry, Eagles did to USC Sumter to try to back them off B, and got that team spawn or team kill and was able to win at the spawn. So USC Sumter's got to hold tight on A here.
Okay. And unfortunately, Jumps does die in the back. So Eagles are probably going to try to look here to set up a little bit of a spawn trap.
Gets a kill. I mean,
deep. Yep. KTL getting the pick on Jumps.
Yeah, he's going to play out of the spawn there. He's going to try to pepper him a little bit.
Just to get his teammates across.
Genesis does get the kill, so yeah. They're going to try to hold this top advantage and does lose it. Genesis tries to get to the point, and Whoop's going to get killed crossing over, and Genesis here too. So kind of similar situation to what happened to
Reno
USC Sumter.
Yeah, Reno using that cruise to help his teammates get back to point. giving them the time to hurry up and get back. But Eagles again, kind of just with a really nice setup here. But USC with three down. So they do get the point back. It's only one tick after all that said
That
and
was a
done.
big hold, and hopefully Whoop's going to get high ground here on the tower. So USC Sumter's ARs do have Overwatch at the moment. Going to try to ride with them a little bit. But Genesis trying to get some kills in the back, unable to get them, but
Yeah.
should be able to get out of spawn decently here as you see Eagles don't have quite a way around. And Jumps with the big kill there as well. And lives are in Eagles' advantage here, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it is only 24 seconds, so USC can try to keep them off point here.
Jumps
Probably
goes down.
not going to be able to do that. They're probably going to be able to touch. But Genesis does get traded out, so...
Only one on the hill. Two.
Yeah.
And
Trying to
Whoop
get
can
back
play
onto
his
the
life
point.
a little bit here.
Does know he there.
Reno on the test,
Runs out of bullets.
trying to hold on.
Yeah, but that's
USC
just going to be a
Sumter's
full
gonna be
stack.
stacked up there and coming down to the wire there
Yeah.
at the end. But USC Sumter, I want to say had a better defensive hold overall. It seemed like maybe.
Yeah, no, I think they definitely played the defense cleaner than the Eagles did. Again, it just came down to time. Really, they once you if you go down one or if you go down three, then they just full stack, and it's really just unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think our players just have to pick up the consistency a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, killing. We'll be on the right track. Looks like an all push on B here, which I'm okay with. Ooh, unfortunate. Would have been able to get that. That would have been huge. Would have been an all stack on B. Reno's going to get challenged here in the back line. The all stack on B isn't quite working out as we had hoped right there, as cleanly, but still has the opportunity here as Jumps getting in the back line, getting some hits on him, so we do have a chance to all stack up.
Yep.
Genesis coming out to help too.
He's probably just trying to hold people off point.
Yep.
But I doubt Eagles are going to chow this. They're just probably going to get ready.
Yeah, they're
set
going to
up
give
right.
that up, and USC Sumter has the life advantage here. I know it's very aggravating to look at Eagles and USC Sumter's names on the wrong page, but it does look like, well, Genesis was gonna challenge there to the hill, but doesn't have the opportunity to. And Jumps is gonna get a stun here.
Actually, not get on.
Doesn't get the stun.
No, it went under the table, I believe.
Yeah, unfortunate there. Just a bad bounce. Was the right play, but didn't get the bounce you wanted. Nobody on high ground there, so Eagles playing this at a slightly different angle, and that's almost a team wipe. Jumps only went up. Need to see him play his life here. Got a minute on the clock, so no reason to rush it. Or Genesis, sorry, not Jumps. Apologies. Goes down elsewhere. Right as Genesis goes to challenge that corner, he pops out. And unfortunate.
Yeah, no. Looks like instead of going for the tower control, Eagles kind of just hold the top window. So, and it's working for them. They're just kind of holding it. And Jumps get the kill. See if he can just wait for his team to get ready to get on point, but don't want to give them too much. They are still respawning close.
It's unfortunate here. USC Sumter just not together at the same time when they need to be near the point. So gonna see a last ditch effort here from Genesis. Gonna lay down on the point for a moment.
Does get the
Another
two.
Can USC Sumter stack up here? No, they all team wiped.
It's just Genesis on the point.
But
But
the
it
other
doesn't
team
look like.
isn't there yet.
Yeah, looks
They're
like
making a
Will's actually going
different
to go to a flank
rotation.
here. So, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
there's the flank.
right when Whoop changed, so Will, with a good play there, just goes flank.
Yep.
Figured he had the time, he did, and USC Sumter didn't even think about it
Yeah. But with that being said,
as they were trying to get to the point.
Yep. So with that said, USC tips. One, they get B point plus tick on A. So if it does go to overtime, um, Eagles has to match that 4 ticks, or they go to attack. So whoever has the least amount of ticks does go on to attack, which again is not awful because as we've seen, we can win both attacks and defenses. We just gotta play together. So get the trade, and then but Reno over there towards top tower.
Goes down right when I try to switch to him.
Yep.
Fortunate.
Whoop spawning up, holding down this B side. It looks like Eagles are just gonna try to jump, get the nice 2-piece to keep them on the point. And Majin Bart again. Eagles are loving to flank this control game. They are flank heavy, and USC is not that they aren't expecting it, but I think it's more so just again, two of them just kind of watching that. So,
Yeah,
they
just
can touch. They
just
can
gotta
touch.
be rotations and shots here. Can't hold this out.
Yep.
Just gotta be a little more cautious. So it was a good challenge there by Jumps. Unfortunately, probably didn't need to get too aggro into their spawn there. Could have waited just a little, played his life. I mean, obviously we're trying to just watch B here, so just be careful. Play this tight.
I think it's going to come down to USC's ready for the flanks.
And they were not there as basically all of Eagles are rotating behind. At the there's one behind him doesn't know.
Doesn't actually get traded out there.
No. Surprisingly.
This is playing over there towards white. So we're kind of trying to hold those spawns down to let
1
the rest
minute
of his
left.
let the rest of his team know, hey, they're not coming from spawn. They got to be coming from our spawn. So giving our ARs a heads up to watch towards the secret. Fortunately, does trades out Genesis over there. They finally got him off that white, and so
Jump's gonna play this right here. Just needed to play a little slower there. And Whoop's gonna be stunned out of his mind, and does get a kill but trades it out, so this is gonna be a tough chance for USC Sumter to get back in this.
it's all going to be about KTL. KTL gets killed, does not get killed, does allow Genesis to go. Unfortunately, Ghostly gets 2. So
Yeah,
that's
that
2
was
ticks.
really unfortunate there.
They're going to go
For
back
Genesis
to stack
there,
it.
stacking
USC
it
is
out.
gonna be able to touch.
Not gonna be able to cap this.
Yeah, spawn 2 now. Gets the kill, but again, just a little too late there.
And USC Sumter does not get that win. That is the wrong name, so
Yep.
Eagles Call of Duty are going to take that map and take the series up to a 2-1 lead.
Yep.
And we just have to head into the next map and improve our gameplay.
Yep. Just got to bounce back going into the next.
Yep.
So, which is going to be Hydro, if I'm not mistaken.
So Eagles Call of Duty, we will make sure that name is right, but Eagles Call of Duty is taking the 2-1 series lead right now. and USC Sumter has to battle back at this next hard point on
Hydro.
Hydro.
It is
So
Hydro.
it is doable, and we'll see something happen. But in the meantime, while the other teams are taking a quick break, Coach Clark and I are going to be off for just a moment, and we'll be right back with more USC Sumter action. And we're back, and hopefully we got that team swap off
Yeah,
right there at the end. But
we shall see.
we unfortunately uh, made a mistake last round.
I see Will off in blue, so I believe we're on the right sides. This should be correct this time around. Yep, just making sure. Yeah, and we do have sides right. But again, USC starting off here, going to try to hold this 10, but also play towards this P2 side. See how much time we can get. The time on P1 kind of matters, but it's more so about getting towards this P2. And so again, Eagles with the setup ready. Somebody top dome, laying on top of boxes on point. So does get that kill, but again, looking for that person top dome. Gets the guy tent, but gets traded out dome. Genesis kind of making little Aquaman moves here, swimming around the point. I think KTL does know he's there. Yeah, definitely heard him climbing out of the water. Again, nobody has Daddy yet, so you are going to be really loud. But Majabart staying down on point. Reno just trying to get him off the point here. Does get the kill, but USC really just not in a great spot to for P2, except for Genesis. Again, making those moves in the water. So he's already kind of towards ruins here. We'll see. He might actually pops Daddy, so he's not making any noise coming out of this water here. But does see the guy back rock, gets the kill, and hopefully with that flips them out. So other team's gonna be spawning out there. But Genesis, I'm not sure if he's reading this person in the back. Does get the kill, so yes, very well done. Gets the spawns, gets them spawning out for this last 25 seconds. But again, with 20 seconds left, USC needs to rotate.
But spawn is still flipping, so getting some of this trash time.
Laying down.
Unfortunate there for Genesis. USC Sumter trying to get this rotate, but gonna be pretty close. We know somebody's probably in the back, and Whoop's playing it tight.
Knew he was there,
Doesn't
unfortunately.
get the kill. They had the idea, but
Now they're just gonna get pinched. Yeah. Not much Jumps can do there when he's getting pinched from back and top.
so USC Sumter close right at the moment. And not a lot of hill action for either team at this point in time for this specific hill. A lot of trading going on. Jumps getting one. Down there.
And Whoop isn't able to get the trade.
USC Sumter probably just gonna have to chalk it up and get this next point.
Yep.
As Genesis is gonna watch crosses, and Reno's gonna kind of cover in the back. USC Sumter needs a big hill stand here. Unfortunately gets killed.
Gets just double child here, and now USC is going to start spawning out. So, I think we have Ghostly getting one, but all right. So USC has two down, but again, Eagles are going to have the spawns up. So by the time they get back to point, they're going to be ready.
Gets two, or works with two. Sumter's gonna get it. 30 seconds left, but ATL does have the spawn, and you're just gonna see Will, or I'm not sure who that was actually. Majid just play towards their spawns, and US Sumter's gonna, with Genesis, try to pick up this trash here, but still getting tagged up. And USC Sumter getting this next hill set up. They've really got to hold this.
Make this a money hill right here.
Yeah, it's got to be a money hill for them. If they can get this 60 seconds here, they'll be right back into the swing of things. Whoop holding his high ground back here. He is going to have Majin coming up to his right. Not sure if he reads it.
I think one interesting thing is everybody's playing just kind of all stacked up behind point, but Whoop with a big kill.
Yep,
Two.
USC Sumter
Very nice.
3,
Whoop
4.
with three. Turn up. Okay. Coming back into it. Knows there's one time. Doesn't get the kill, but does get the information. 20
Unfortunate
seconds.
about that push-up that he ended up losing with, but nobody picked up the backside when they spawn, or stayed at the backside when they spawn.
Yep. So
USC Sumter gets killed out, so we did pick up some time, 10 seconds on that. We're going to try to pick up P1 again.
didn't make it an absolute money hill, but did bring it back. So do like to see that there.
The spawns are kind of out of all over at the moment.
Yep. So we'll see. Eagles getting 3 down.
Getting the spawns. One. Ooh, Jumps almost got that second kill, but just short. The 18 is gonna go down. Ooh, big kill there. Just gotta get this cross mid. Unfortunately, can't get it.
Ghostly getting the kill, running up from mid.
So again, the hill's highly contested, just up for grabs at the moment. 20 seconds left. We need to see a rotation, but I guess Sumter's not gonna be able to rotate to this back and spawn because Eagles are just living in the spawns that they need every time.
The USC does. Oh man.
Really big flank by Genesis here.
Oh, the guy does but unfortunately can't kill him again. But Jumps is already there, ready to set up. USC, even though they don't have spawns here, they can just set up a spawn trap here. So see if they get the guy.
CCL looks like he's gonna be creeping in a flank here.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Sumter still within striking distance, but we gotta get one of these hills and hold them down for a long period of time. We're just picking up
Like 15
pieces
seconds.
here. Just get killed out. Just trying to get to Overwatch here.
Playing for new.
Gonna have to play for new. See what happens.
Let's see if anybody. Everybody's watching the front, but they playing really close to point. So they are giving Eagles a chance to spawn in the back if they collapse, which they are doing. So USC probably going to start spawning out here if they die on point. Back for the spawns. So Bruno goes down there, probably. Oh, that's actually still spawn in the back. Okay.
Yeah, surprisingly, Genesis knows this one's here.
Nope.
Maybe it doesn't.
Doesn't know the guys outside.
Maybe he knows another one. Challenge does get the kill. You see Sumter getting a good bit of time.
Yep.
He's just
has
gonna
to know
try
they're
to pick
spawning
up
in
this
the back.
trash.
Nicely done.
One more behind him, doesn't know. Does now, gets covered.
Starts
Gonna
bumping
leave
out.
that trash, and USC Sumter.
Jumps, picks, knows immediately they're still spawning.
Reno is here. This is looking pretty good.
They can start chaining this right here. They're doing good on these setups. They're starting to play their game. This is their map.
Yeah.
Jumps huge right now. Does unfortunately die there, but
3 down for the Eagles.
yep.
And USC Sumter's right here, almost tying it up. Jones play right there. Just get one. USC Sumter gets 3 down again. One more just laying down there. They get the 4th. And USC Sumter has to be thinking about rotating here.
They're already going ahead and bumping out.
Whoop gets 1 in the
Yes.
transition. Well played.
USC's coming online.
USC Sumter definitely playing this better at the moment, getting
Yep.
their rotations down. There's one there. Fortunately, Whoop didn't quite see the stun there right away.
Yeah, but they are going to be spawning. That's what I was looking for. Even though they do go 2 down, they're going to be spawning right behind point because Eagles was not already rotated and USC was. So, I mean, again, USC can, I don't think they can win here, but they'll be like 2 points off if they can just hold this. So, doesn't read the guy in the deep back. Actually, he may have felt some tag. Oh, it's okay. And they know they're spawning in the back, but does unfortunately get shot from across pond. So it is going to give Eagles the point for a quick moment. Again, unfortunately. But Genesis is going to start to contest point. Gets 1 on point.
Next point here.
So close.
Very close.
USC just needs to get, what was that? 29 points.
And
Does get the first hit. He knows it's there.
has not been the best hill for us at the moment. You watch the flank here as well.
Just gets shot in the back, but Genesis does get it.
Just shot in the back here.
Yeah.
And just a lot of trading on P1.
I hear Cruz. Oh, mostly Cruz. He does have a trophy down on point, but that unfortunately was not point. So is able to get that kill. But USC again here trying to get this. Oh, huge kills from Reno. Going huge
Big
there.
kill.
All right, USC can win here.
Can win here.
If they keep them
They
off
need
point.
10 more seconds. And
But
just watch this flank on the left.
Again, flank. It's always the flank. But
But
Jumps
Whoop
picks
gets
it
the
up.
kill
They can win here.
in the crossover.
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
They just got to. Other team has to run to point. No.
Oh!
All right. USC,
2 seconds off.
USC does spawn here with point. 3 seconds. They just have to keep Eagles off for 3 seconds. Shoot the guy. Okay.
Okay. Not sure what Jumps was doing there, but USC Sumter
Just stay
does
down.
get it.
There we go.
Well played from USC Sumter
Oh, again.
to get that battle back. I mean, battle back.
Yes.
Battle back to
Started
get that
chaining them there.
kill and get that win. So 2-2 series. Well played. Coaches in the booth freaking out. You could just see fly on the wall or what we're really mouthing and pointing and stuff like that. But USC Sumter trying to do their best here to bounce back and get this win.
Yep.
Going into Game 5, decider
Yep. Game
on
5.
Search and Destroy. And as we wait for this next map, we will take another couple second breather if the lobby breaks. Who hosts?
We host.
We
We're
host
gonna go
this.
hotel.
And we're gonna go hotel.
Yep. So again, Eagles are gonna be able to choose side here. Probably gonna go Cortac if I had to assume, which it does appear that they are gonna go Cortac. So we're gonna go ahead and swap this back over.
Nope. Nope. Eagles was on
yeah,
the right.
yeah. No,
Yep.
you're right. You're right. You're right. So we're gonna go ahead.
And it seems like I think I heard a door shut down our hallway. It sounds like players might have took a couple minute break to go to the restroom.
So we're
So
gonna go check that out.
we're gonna double check and we'll be back up to speed in just a moment.
Yep.
Taking a water break. Be right back.
Yep. All right, and we are back hopping into this map 5 S&D on hotel. USC starting off here on attack. We'll see which bomb site they want to go for first and see if Eagles decides to kind of play it spread out or if they want to stack a site. And so we'll see.
Yeah, and USC Sumter. I mean, we like hotel decently, so let's see what we can do here. Genesis gets the bomb. Usually we see that go jumps, but gonna see Genesis get it here. And as long as we can play position, we're gonna be okay here. We're gonna see the sniper come out. Genesis gonna do some
Ooh,
shots and
4 HP there on Genesis from that nade.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Jumps does get one.
Gets
but gets
traded out.
fragged out. And we just need to play tight here. Will's gonna peek.
Genesis does unfortunately get killed while trying to put that bomb down. So they're going to start to move over towards luggage. Woo is ready for that. Gets the kill on the guy down in luggage.
Just watch Will top side here. Reno is going to see something.
Yeah.
And Macy, Whoop's going to get flanked here.
Yep, by Majin. See if he
Right
picks
side.
it up. See if he's ready for the flank. No.
See if we get Overwatch here. We are going to get the bomb down, I believe.
Yep. But unfortunately does get killed trying to get out. Does get the kill, huge.
Reno's going to get one.
But now they know where he is. It's Majin
Yes, they do.
versus
Don't
Reno.
have any kind of...
Does have Daddy.
It's going to be... Oh my.
Oh, unlucky.
And again, USC Sumter just getting beat by the flanks.
Yep.
Just unfortunate there. Reno did well to play that out and just wasn't able to get that. Wasn't guessing that he was going to be there, I guess. And unfortunately, the Eagles were, so they take round one.
Yeah. I think that what that came down to is USC didn't really have bed control when they went and tried to put that bomb down, and so they get killed on bomb. They played well to try to bring it back, but once you get bombed down,
and everybody on the team getting a kill there, getting involved except for Genesis, but Genesis was our bomb.
Going for a beat here. See how fast USC can read this. Jumps definitely giving the information to his team. Gets the one. So he gets the one and gets the information for his team, but Eagles going for the fast plant down here on B. Does get the bomb down. They get the one, get the trade out. KTL playing towards the back. They go up to a 2-1 situation versus Ghostly coming in from Freezer. We'll see. You can read it. Ghostly. He does know where he is. Doesn't have Daddy though. But is ready and waiting for him. Okay. Is ready and waiting for him for that bomb.
Yeah, not a huge fan of shooting bodies, but the Eagles have been doing it all match, so I guess USC Sumter's just kind of had enough of it. Don't necessarily like to see it, but it is what it is at the moment. Both teams are laying it all on the line here.
Yep, for the final match of the season.
Shooting bodies and stuff isn't really that big of a deal in CCL, but it is somewhat toxic. But usually our players won't do it unless somebody else does. Jumps is going to get the bomb this time. Maybe free up Genesis a little bit more. Play tighter. And
Genesis.
I'm just going to try to get this bomb down. I don't like it without a pick, but
there's the pick.
Get a pick. Genesis gets that dead.
And he gets
Didn't have to rush that. Could have played a little slower.
Yeah, but brings it down to 2-2. Yep. With both our ARs up. Whoop and Reno. Next round.
Whoop gets Will. Well played there. And Whoop just as it turned. Oh my.
Yeah, but 17 seconds left. He just has to lay down. He doesn't even have to contest. He knows that he has the time. Has to check at 7 seconds. 7 seconds. And Ghostly can't do anything about it. Tries to get the kill so he can continue to and
Reno puts him down. So
yes.
Well played by USC Sumter there, just breaking up that kill and the time advantage. And Reno 5-1 right now. Putting in a lot of work on the search and destroy. We just need to make sure everybody else on the team plays tight, keeps it together.
Yep. I think it's going to be a I think he may be 2 off of his streak.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
So he's not very far. So USC Sumter going to be headed back to this defense. Let's see what we see here. It's a straight A push. Looks like everybody A.
It's definitely it's gonna be an A hit. Green jumps to come up, but jumps unfortunately does get on the cross, but
I think that's bomb down.
he gets a trade back. It is
Gets another. Well played.
Genesis.
Genesis gets one. USC Sumter turning up right now.
Yes, they are. Leaves Ghosty back. They know where he is. They just got to play it slow.
Yeah, so even though Whoop goes down, that's intel for the team. The bomb is down, so
I don't know if USC actually knows that.
probably not. But
I think they'd be playing
it's
a
still to our
Ghosty challenger couches. It's like Ghostly's the one that's actually trying to chow out. So he does get the kill. 29 seconds. He hears him. Genesis with Deddy popped. Again, he doesn't know that he has bomb down, but bomb is down. Okay, Ghostly gonna pick it up. Gonna try to get bomb down.
He looks away.
Oh, last second. He just needs to check bomb. Check bomb.
Check bomb.
No.
That was not the best play that you would like to see. From USC Sumter. Wow, blowing a 3-1 player lead there. That's just unacceptable for sure. Just not that they did necessarily anything wrong, but I don't know. It was just you don't like to see that, but
No. Just a lot of over challenge and not in a place to make trades.
yeah.
Kept on taking isolated fights with no teammates to be able to get the quick trade.
Yeah, for sure. Just have to do better there. Hopefully that round doesn't come back to haunt us.
Go ahead and move in here to left 5. Again, go ahead and get quick control. I won't say plant down, but quick control of the board.
See Genesis up here on the top. He's gonna be challenged here.
Knows that he's up top.
Just
Open
needs
the door.
to play slow. Jump still waiting. Needs to be patient here. No sense to rush this. Try to plant without a pick. Genesis may get an opportunity to challenge. And Reno goes down. Not good for USC Sumter. Jumps doesn't need to challenge that. If anything, he needs to just leave and rotate.
He's going to try to force the plant here.
And
Let's see if Ghostly
maybe he
checks
needs to.
bomb. He knows he gets the kill.
Does get one. USC Sumter 3-2 right now.
Yeah. No. See if we can unfortunately doesn't, but
Genesis does
tag
get
him
a
up.
kill, so still 2-1.
You just have to play for bomb and play for time.
I saw him cross,
No,
I'm
he
not sure, but he did get the kill there. So USC Sumter takes back the lead 3-2.
Yep.
And you know that fourth round just hopefully doesn't loom large. Right now it's not at the moment, but we definitely didn't want to see that round lost.
So we'll go ahead and take it back to. Oh, Genesis with an with an ace that round. Gets the 4. Actually.
Yeah, played very well to bounce back. Was struggling a little bit, but USC Sumter on defense here. Definitely need to see.
See what jump here. What this guy does. Trying to get this traded out again. Trying to probably just move a little too fast.
Yeah, just didn't need to challenge those so much speed. And Reno unfortunately going to get headshotted there. Genesis left. Challenging at the top. Bomb is down.
Plays the God heady.
Unfortunately didn't see transition over. Genesis is on his own here. Bomb's going to get picked up. And I think they're going to rotate.
Nah, he's planning. Or he's just playing the heady. He knows that he's got time to work with, so he's just gonna wait, see if Genesis. Genesis tags. They're gonna gets the one, but again, man advantage situation.
Yep. And that's what USC Sumter should have done to their advantage before when we had the 3-1 team up and chow at the same time. Got a better opportunity. It does go against USC Sumter there, and the series tied up 3-3.
Yep.
So USC Sumter's gonna have to string a couple together here. Playing well. Just like I said, hopefully that round 4 doesn't loom large, blowing that 3-1 advantage.
No. We can go ahead and move in here to round 7. And go for a B hit here. Eagles full stack towards A, but they read it really quick. They know that they're not going to be not hitting A, but they're quick to rotate. So let's see how quick USC can get +1. Gets 1.
And
Tags up the second, but it's all going to be coming down to Will. Do they read it? They do read it. All right.
Will does go down though. Or no, Will does not go down.
Genesis just snaking inside the kitchen. That's all he's got to do. He's just got to play the information. Leaves Ghostly in the back. They know where he is. They all know where he is.
He was last time.
Just play his life. You just got to play your life. Don't even have to chow. Okay, you don't have to chow. You do not have to chow. Oh, very well done.
And USC Sumter wins this round. Although, giving some lives over to Ghostly to get some kills.
Just gets him closer to that cruise potential.
Exactly. Not sure how far away he is. We could take a look. Doesn't look like he's there at
I
all.
think it's just not going to show it.
It's just not showing it at the moment.
We do know he's got
2.
2.
So USC Sumter can take a big advantage here. Get a defensive win here.
I realize. Unfortunately, Woot does get picked top and jumps.
Jumps as well, and this is not looking good for USC Sumter.
Unfortunately, again, just can't. I don't know if USC's. I feel like they're just trying to make. The Eagles kind of just playing a little bit slower, just letting USC come to them.
Yeah, and
Just
just get wiped off the board there. A clean victory. USC Sumter's just gotta slow down and just play tighter, especially on defense.
For sure.
Ghostly 14-5, carrying his team right now.
Doing really well with it.
Yep. I mean, literally carrying his team. And having that one big round in round 4 that is looking like could be scary for us.
It looks like USC's going to go back to A. Straight back. Okay. Gets the kill. Let's see if he tries to force the plant here. Does go for the plant.
Genesis up top.
Reno does get
goes
picked.
down.
Yeah.
We don't like to see that, for sure. But USC Sumter 3-3 here.
Genesis on the other side of the door.
Just got
Does get the kill. Very nicely done. All
By
right, goes down to
himself.
a 1v1 situation.
1v1 against Ghostly here.
Gets the kill.
Well played
Nicely
by
done.
Genesis there. USC Sumter headed to match point. We've been trading back and forth with the Eagles right here. And
It's gonna come down to this defense.
come down to the defense. We really need a defensive win here. So the tightest we can play, the best setup we can do, we need it right here.
Yep, just have to play it slow. Just slowing it down, and they can let Eagles come to them. That's what the early rounds. That's what they did, and they won them very convincingly. So
And Jump's gonna go cover B, but it looks like an A push.
Okay, Genesis, huge opening first blood. I knew he was there, but just couldn't get the kill.
And the bomb is gonna
Reno?
go get planted.
See if he checks bomb. Does check bomb.
Gets
Does
the
get the
kill.
kill.
Well
But bomb
played.
does go down.
Bomb goes down. USC Sumter up 3-2 here.
Eagles active. Both Eagles players activating their Deddy and playing really far out. Let's see, Majid. See, I don't think he's gonna be able to get the bomb. Does he get the bomb?
He gets
Cruz is
it.
coming in. Cruz is coming in.
Gets it.
He gets it.
He gets it.
the.
Well played.
They relied
Sneaking
too
it.
much on the cruise missile.
Woo.
Oh my
We'll
gosh.
take it. We will take it.
They didn't check bomb. Oh my gosh. Reno knowing the timing of the cruise with the ice in the veins.
And sticks the defuse.
Oh, very well done.
played. Well played. Well played. USC Sumter takes the series 3-2.
Ah, GG's
Well
just all
played
around.
by USC
Great
Sumter
map.
to battle that. We finally get the defensive win, and USC Sumter gets a little bit of payback too on Eagles CoD and gets a 3-2 win to cap out our CCL regular season at 6-5 overall.
Yeah.
And honestly, if we would have won some of the matches that were on paper that we should have won,
Yeah.
USC Sumter would be sitting in top 4 right now.
But
we didn't. But we still finished out beating the team that we said going in we're gonna beat,
Yep.
and then getting that revenge, and also finishing with a positive record, 6-5.
Yeah.
So huge win for USC Sumter. We're gonna take a break, likely to have a
Interview.
interview.
Yep.
And we'll be right back. And we're back. Coach Chris here. Coach Clark went down to talk with the team, and I grabbed the interview. Our interviewee here is going to be Genesis.
Yep.
So thanks for joining us, sir. And, big win, right?
Very different.
So the team that we said at the beginning of the bracket when we saw it that we needed to beat was Eagles COD, and
We did it.
ended up doing it, right? So save the team for last that we wanted to get revenge on, and we do that. So that's really good to see. Um, while we were walking down to the booth to talk, we both said we were on the edge of our seat. Tell us what it's like in there.
Yeah, I mean, that last round that we won was very nerve-wracking, to be honest with you. It was kind of like a split decision play to hop the bomb. He kind of just hopped it because literally we knew where the both kids were at. And as soon as he hops the bomb, he gets it, like, starts for at least 2 seconds. Then he calls in his cruise. So in reality, I kind of knew he had it because the cruise takes a little bit to come out and then hit the ground. But I was still on the edge of my seat because anything can happen in this game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure, and it was definitely back and forth there in that search and destroy, and
yep.
that round 4, Coach Clark and I were just like, I hope it doesn't come back to bite us because we were up 3-1, and imagine ended up getting all 3 of us that round and,
Yeah.
and winning that. That was huge. It was one of those advantages. We were even like, that's unacceptable. We can't throw that. We
No,
just
yeah.
kind of were throwing our lives individually instead of as a group. But it didn't come back to haunt us. We were able to get that W, but that was a scary moment.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
tell us about the other rounds. What was going on there?
I mean, the round before that, when it was 4-4, and I went into the 1v2, and I just ripped that kid off the heady. That kind of fueled the last round a little bit. A couple rounds before that, I mean, we know that we could have got some trades here and there that we should have gotten. Like, for instance, when me and Reno lost that 1v2, he was one shot. I should have flew out and killed him, but instead I played and waited, and then he killed me, which is, I mean, it happens. But
Yeah.
but it definitely went back and forth. We kind of knew, like, okay, we're gonna win a defense round, just win the defense round. If we went to offense, we just kind of played as fast as we could, but slow as we could at the same time,
Yeah.
because we kind of knew what they were gonna do.
Sure.
But I mean, it was definitely a back and forth S&D for sure. But we kind of slowly started to pick it up in the couple last rounds. We kind of like brought it away with it and just kept going. But yeah, I feel like there's certain plays in the game that we do that kind of fuel us up mid map that just kind of takes us away. Like, it's kind of hard to like stop us when we're getting in a flow state.
Yeah.
Like that hard point. When we played that hard point, that's literally what happened to us. The flow state happened at the end, and we just clutched up.
Yeah, definitely. It was big, big spawn holds. Finally able to get those swings because they were kind of holding the spawns
Yeah.
the whole round. And then we were able to get that back on Hydro and then getting the rotations, just hitting it right. I mean, we clawed our way back into that and
It's
won
definitely a fight.
pretty well.
It was
Yeah,
definitely a fight for sure.
definitely,
We knew the
definitely.
whole time that, like, it's not over until the game's actually over, until we win completely.
Yeah.
So
Well, and in that match, I mean, you were doing a triathlon. All you needed was a bicycle to
yeah,
finish out the rotation
I know.
because you were swimming and running. So that was well played by us. The first hard point wasn't that bad.
No, it
Just
wasn't
didn't
too
go our way.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch as much of that. And then as I walk in the room to check on you guys, I saw you won 6-4 in the first search. So that went well. What was maybe your well, we already talked about maybe the most nerve-wracking was the
Yeah.
the time with
Cruise
or
missile.
the
and the
cruise
trumpet bomb.
missile and the defuse. But what do you think was like the most fun, best play, best opportunity, best thing that happened?
I mean, there was one point on the search where I kind of just went rogue, and they just couldn't hold me. I like a 3-piece in the bottom bed. That was pretty good. I mean, the hard point towards the end, we all just gotta pop it off. We get a 2-piece here, 3-piece here, or something like that would happen. But together, I mean, it was kind of, we all kind of we did well as a team. We started coming back into it.
Yeah.
It was just our composure. We kept our composure pretty well.
Right.
We weren't like flipping out or getting mad or anything, or losing full.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like you guys were, relatively calm in there, even though, backs were against the wall a little bit and stuff, and it was definitely so really tight. I will say, like you said, that 3-piece and such, you actually, I believe, got an ace.
Yeah, aced him, yeah.
That ace, you were actually, I think, Coach Clark and I, the you all don't get to see it and the viewers don't get to see it, but we were both looking at the KD and we were like, he's only got 2 kills and he's got a handful of deaths. And then literally after that round, I pointed at it back at Coach Clark because he
It's 6
pointed
and
at it the
4.
round before and it was
Yeah.
6 and 4. And Coach Clark was like, "Oh, he got a ace that round." So that was, yeah, you're right. That was a really big kind of turnaround
Yeah.
moment. I'll give Eagles a little bit of credit. I mean,
Mhm.
they played really well too, and
Yeah.
we were just able to edge them out and do what we needed to do. So
Yeah,
big win.
I mean, it's just a kind of a common like a little rule in CoD. I mean, if you shoot someone's body, you better win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like if you shoot the body, you gotta win.
yeah, for sure,
So
for
we saw
sure.
them shooting bodies, and we're like, okay,
Yep.
let's square up and see who has the ice.
Yeah, exactly. So, but USC Sumter, just to recap, does get a 3-2 victory over the Eagles Call of Duty, and finishes our regular season in CCL 6-5. Waiting to see where we land in postseason, to see how that rolls. But also to recap, earlier today, both our Open and Invitational teams gets a 3-0 sweep of their teams that they played in NJ. So UC Sumter staying undefeated on the invitational side and moving to 5-1 on the open side. So both of them trying to get into that playoff run and maybe get a championship on both sides. That's the overall goal, right? But CCL closing out that regular season, very good season so far. On paper, we probably should have done a little better with a couple of our matches, but we kind of hit a lull. But I think we're getting back
Yeah,
rearing
we're getting back
strong
into
right
it. Yeah.
now, ready to go forward. So, um, anything else you got before we head out?
Not really. I mean, not really at all. I mean, just check the water a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, sometimes you got to check the water.
I'm a little
So,
water moccasin, dude.
yeah,
I'm telling you.
there you
You
go.
let me get through, I'm striking.
For sure, for sure. So, all right, with that being said, USC Sumter takes the series win over Eagles COD 3-2, and we thank everybody for joining us, closing out our CCL regular season. And this is Coach Chris signing out from the Ant Hill.
Peace. It's Mike.
Later.